Yo, yo, yo. The lagging should be stopping soon. Usually whenever I connect my YouTube and my Twitch, it starts to all that lag and stuff. So now that is set up, everything should be going good, I think. I'm listening right now, trying to see what pops up. All right. Y'all ready? What's going on, chat? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Any Given Weekday. Right now, we're going to do a weekly recap, checking out the divisional round of the Any Given Weekday playoff matchups. Right here, we got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Dante Culpepper gets sacked and strip sacked and fumbled, getting the Packers another defensive chance. They did overpower the Philadelphia Eagles, winning the matchup 42-14. Dante Culpepper had 186 yards, Brett Favre 260. Last time these two teams matched up in the 1997 playoffs, the Eagles came away with the win after getting 3 interceptions. Not this time. Let's go down to San Francisco, where Cordell Stewart throws a jump pass to Herman Moore, who mosses a couple 49er defenders as they come over on top with a 2-point win, 38-36. Peyton Manning had 3 touchdowns, 295 yards. It just wasn't enough as Cordell Stewart and co. came away with the win. Down in Jacksonville, let's come to Duval County, where we had the Miami Dolphins visiting. Steve McNair handled the day, launching this quick pass to Isaac Bruce for a quick touchdown. And then they had a disastrous win. It was 38-28 at the end, but a lot of those fourth quarter garbage time points made the score a lot closer than it looked. That was our divisional round matchup. As we get done with the weekly recap, we head to the AFC and NFC championship, where we got the Green Bay Packers facing off against the St. Louis Rams, and we have the Pittsburgh Steelers facing off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, show the Packers and Rams first. NFC Conference Championships, Rams and Packers. And then you got the Steelers hosting Steve McNair and Barry Sanders in Acrisure Stadium. For the St. Louis Rams, let's check out their team. You got Cordell Stewart, Tiki Barber at fullback, Emmitt Smith at running back, Herman Moore at wide receiver 1, Tim Dwight at wide receiver 2, Harold Wallace III at wide receiver 3. Calvin Williams is also featured at wide receiver. Mike Bruner's at tight end. Lawrence Searcy, Errol Dotson, Manu Unuatoa, Alan Faneca, Willie Rofe, Tony Baselli is backing up, as well as John Clark. Eric Turner, Michael Strahan, Peter Bower, Ray Farmer. You also got London Fletcher on a linebacker side. He steps in rotation. Mike Vrabel sometimes comes rushing in at the quarterback. Rodney Harrison, veteran safety on the team. Deion Sanders is a veteran cornerback they traded for the Philadelphia Eagles to acquire. Ty Law. Connor McLaughlin, Eric Swan, Sean Gilbert, Sean Garnes, Amari Roll, and Irvin. That is your Rams defense. Edgerrin James and Deion Sanders on kick return, as well as Edgerrin on punt return. All right. YouTube chat, Twitch chat. What's up, everybody? All right, so let's check out the Green Bay Packers, man. Packers versus Rams. Who we got winning this matchup, Mero? Got Brett Favre at quarterback for the Packers, Terrell Davis, PD, prime yeared running back, as well as Tim Brown at wide receiver 1, Hines Ward at wide receiver 2, Michael Bates, wide receiver 3, Ben Coates is coming in at wide receiver rotation. That's their tight end 2 after Antonio Freeman became the tight end 1 from gaining some weight. Speedy wide receiver out there, I'll tell you that much. A speedy receiver at tight end. Earl Williams, Cecil Gray, Walter Williams, Jamal Williams, and John Brown. On the defensive side, they got Al Wilson, Chad Brown, Alan Aldridge, Pat Terrell, Tony Parrish, Chris McAllister, Deshae Townsend, Kenny Holmes, Trevor Price, Cortez Kennedy, Grant Windstrom, Chad Scott, and Tony Shaw. This defensive line is scary for the Packers. Gotta watch out for them. But let's see how they could fare up against the Great Wall of St. Louis right now. Oh, didn't show the special teams unit. They have Michael Bates and Hines Ward returning kicks, and Tim Brown on punt return. All right. If you watching on YouTube, drop your predicts in the chat. Got predicts on YouTube. Type 1 if you think the Packers will win. 2 if you think the St. Louis Rams will come out on top. Cordell Stewart versus Brett Favre. If you're on Twitch, I'm putting in predictions right now. Let me drop in the predicts. Go to predicts. So dropping the predicts right now, Twitch. Who wins this NFC Conference Championship matchup? Green Bay Packers or St. Louis Rams, y'all? $10 on that prediction. Let's check out the threads, what they wearing. Bruh. $1960s. All 60s. Wearing the 60s. That's what we're wearing today. They don't have no name on the back. These got a name on them. We'll wear these. They got a 70s. They got an 88. They got. Yeah, well, they'll do this. They'll do this. The arch, the gateway line, man. Though you got to shout out to that gateway line, bro. Predictions are dropping in the chat, bro. pushed. If you're watching on YouTube, type 1 if you think the Packers will win. 2 if you think the St. Louis Rams will win. If you're on Twitch, go ahead, drop your predicts, man. Who y'all got winning? Who y'all got winning? Let's get it. Let's get it, chat. Welcome to your NFC Conference Championship matchup as we have Lambeau Field, the host in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Packers getting ready to face a familiar opponent, the St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams has boosted up their offensive line since the last time they matched. The Great Wall of St. Louis is back in play as the 13-4 Rams visit at the number 5 seed, facing off against the number 1 seed, 16-1 Green Bay Packers. Who you guys got winning today, man? Gonna be an exciting matchup. Brett Favre versus Cordell Stewart. Which team comes out on top? Drop your predicts in the chat. Who you got winning? As Lambeau Field and the Green Bay Packers get ready to kick off, the Rams will be receiving on the other end Edgerrin James and Deion Sanders. As Deion takes this one, juking one defender, cutting up all the way to the 39-yard line. Looks like 1,000 is being put on the Rams to win so far. Cordell Stewart comes out getting close to 4,000 yards passing on the year with 33 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Let's see what the Rams can do as they have the Great Wall of St. Louis back in play, coming out in single back formation, a tight end on the left side. That's Mark Bruner. First play, handoff to Emmitt Smith, who gets the outside, trucks one defender and reaches for extra yards, gaining 12 yards on the first rush attempt. Tell you what, the St. Louis team is exciting to watch. Got Barnes Jewish and a backhand cheering them on. We showed a quick cam on St. Louis. Whole city is lit up right now as they face their NFC Championship opponent from Season 1 in 1996. These two teams met, but it was snowing here in Lambeau Field. This time we got ourselves a dry winter wonderland out here in Lambeau. As Cordell drops back for the pass, third play of the drive, hits Herman Moore. Herman Moore cuts upfield before getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Does the audio sound good, chat? How does everything sound? Gain of 14 for Herman Moore. First and 10 for the 34-yard line. This one, play action pass. Emmitt Smith gets knocked down by the defense, and Harold Wallace, the third, snags in a reception for Cordell Stewart. After gaining 14 yards, they hand off to Emmitt Smith, who cuts up the middle. He has 2 people to beat, and he reaches, oh my gosh, he almost broke forward and broke the plane. Got taken down at the 1-yard line. What a great run by that legendary running back entering year 10. Not close to the NFL Emmitt Smith, who entered year 10, as he finished his career with dang near 20,000 rushing yards, probably even more. Kenny Holmes takes down Emmitt Smith right at the line of scrimmage. Great defensive stop from the Packers defensive front, as Cordell has to drop back and pass it. Herman Moore catches it for a touchdown. St. Louis go up quickly, putting up 6. A great out route as the defender tried to swat it out, but he couldn't. Rams dancing in the end zone. Look at all that space that he had. He tried to catch up to him, but wasn't enough. Rams go up by 6, as this is their 4th NFC Conference Championship game in a row. 4 for the St. Louis Rams, as they're looking to make their way back to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time. As you see, they have an 0-2 record in the Super Bowl, but trying to make that 1-2. They can make it again. As they get ready to kick off, Packers returning Michael Bates and Hines Ward. Hines takes this one in, down at the 20. Stiff arms a defender at the 25-yard line, moving to the 27. So Brett Favre had his down season, 4,000 yards as a down season is a flex for the Green Bay Packers quarterback. Cheeseheads also had a quarterback throw 39 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the year. As he comes down in single back formation under center, play actions it on the first play, hits up Michael Bates, wide receiver 3, tackled quickly by the cornerback. Shotgun formation for Brett Favre. Play actions and gets sacked. That's Eric Swan, number 99, right in the defensive tackle. Rams made sure to beef up that defensive line. That was one of their defensive tackles from the early seasons who gets in right there. So Rams seems to be sending pressure. Packers offensive line alerts Brett Favre as he sees it. 5-man rush comes through, but he gets the first down, dotting up his reliable wide receiver 3 on the depth chart, Michael Bates, who goes right through the blitzing defender in a perfect zone, getting that first down. You see Eric Swan, defensive tackle, is on fire right there across the line of scrimmage. As Brett Favre is looking upfield, throws the pick, hits up number 48. That is one of their recently picked up linebackers, Ray Farmer, who hauls in an interception, snagging and snatching the ball away from Brett Favre. Threw it right there, had a receiver right behind him. That was Tim Brown, who he was looking for, but got lurked. A pick, a turnover for the St. Louis Rams. As the Rams offense and Cordell Stewart get ready to come back on the field, look to take advantage of that turnover. Got to put up at least 3. First and 10 for the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation, motioning Harold Wallace to the left. Low pass, handoff to Edgerrin James this time, who cuts upfield. Great cut from that young running back, rookie running back Edgerrin James. Had about 700 yards on the ground, splitting carries with Emmitt Smith. Great outing as he makes his first NFC Conference Championship. Following behind Emmitt Smith, so great future ahead for that young running back. They motion Tim Dwight to block. He doesn't get anybody. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Emmitt Smith from Tony Shaw. Drop back pass, Cordell through the middle. Herman Moore, who plows forward, who was basically going to get tackled at about 3rd and 5, but it's now 3rd and 3 as the Packers get ready to send some pressure. Offensive line and everyone is trying to alert. Motions out Edgerrin James, who comes across the middle, and he breaks the first tackle. Going forward, down to the 10-yard line. Great run after catch from the rookie running back. Catches that ball shallow, breaks the first tackle. Cortez Kennedy was following but couldn't get him as he was in a cluster of traffic right there at the defensive line. Don't forget to put up your predictions right now. Still 1,100 put on the Rams as Emmitt Smith breaks past everything that was trying to grab him, and he goes in for a touchdown. Second touchdown of the day for Emmitt Smith. Going to be 2 for him and a 14-point lead for the Rams as long as his PAT is good. Packers sending out a block. Doesn't get through. 14 zip. One more touchdown, and that's a 21 skunk, chat. It only took them 52 yards in 5 plays to score in 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Right now, Packers getting ready to field the return. Michael Bates hauls this one in. He takes it, speeding up. Tackle down at the 22-yard line. Great defensive coverage, or should I say kick return coverage from the kicking team. Brett Favre throws picks left and right, but he comes out and he's not scared to sling it again. Let's see what he does this time as it's 1st and 10 for the 22-yard line. Drop back pass, play action, dumps it off to Tim Brown, who can't go anywhere as Rodney Harrison is covering him quickly on that RPO catch. 2nd and 10, 22-yard line. Surveying the field. Brett Favre launches it over the top. Hauled in by Michael Bates. He's throwing it into risky territory, but his receivers are snagging it as he had 3 defenders right there hovering over the ball. They would have jumped. They probably would have caught that. Drop back pass. Oh, That brings us to the end of the first quarter. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. As we see Deion Sanders running kick returns and juking defenders, as well as a nice interception from linebacker Ray Farmer, number 48 on the Rams defense. As we get back to the game, Lambeau Field is ecstatic out here in this 13-degree weather in Green Bay. Motion Tim Brown to the left, goes across the middle on that play action. Michael Bates got his 4th catch of the day for 58 yards. All in one across the middle again over the Rams defense. Brett Favre is killing them with the play action because they're just trying to motion and monitor Terrell Davis. You don't want him to get on fire because as soon as he cuts through the lane, it's over. But they do hand it to Terrell Davis, who splices upfield. 2nd and 6 after that 4-yard carry.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, 34-yard line, empty formation for Brett Favre. As he trying to mic their outside defensive back. They only rush 4. Rams only rush 4. They hit it tight end Ben Coates on a slant route that goes for first down. 1st and 10 for the 26-yard line. If you're watching in the chat, man, make sure you say what's up. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying. As he dumps it across the middle, Tim Brown catches it. He gets cut blocked by the linebacker, getting his legs taken from up under him. Brett Favre is looking upfield, trying to monitor this defensive line. That number 99 is causing pressure. You got Michael Strahan swimming, coming across, but a catch and a touchdown from tight end Ben Coates, as he helps the Packers get their first set of points on the board after the Rams took advantage of that interception, getting spotted 7. Brett Favre comes back and throws one right over the defensive back's shoulder. And the Lambeau leap from the tight end. PAT is good. As the Packers get ready to kick it off, Rams returning. Deion Sanders. Deion cuts right up the middle, taking it to the 27-yard line. Emmitt Smith has 6 carries, 40 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Thought he had 2, but I guess he only got 1. Taking advantage of that interception from Brett Favre on that last drive. Packers showing 6 on the defensive line, so they try to motion Herman Moore to the right side, give Emmitt Smith a little bit extra of a blocker. Tim Brown is also motioning. Play actions. Everyone thought they were running with Emmitt Smith, but they dump it across the middle, but the wide receiver can't haul it in. Appreciate you guys for watching. This is Any Given Weekday, man. We lit today as they motion Herman Moore to the left side of the field. Cordell drops back, screen pass. Edgerrin James gets a nice block, finds open field. He gets tackled after breaking the first defender. Getting the ball to the 45-yard line, close to the midfield. See what they could do as they drop back. Cordell has pressure on him, dumps it, and overshoots the receiver. Felt number 93 coming for him. That was Cortez Kennedy causing that pressure. This time, play action. Emmitt Smith doesn't get it, but he does on the dump off. Has one person to beat, get tackled from behind. 41-yard line after the first down for running back Emmitt Smith. This time it's a single back formation, trips right. Still another play action. They're killing him with the play action as this person breaks the first tackle. Gets popped by 2 DBs. That was Wallace. Cordell has Edgerrin James in the backfield. Rookie running back. Dumps it off to his tight end, Mark Bruner. Bruner cutting upfield. 106 yards and 1 touchdown in just the first half of Cordell Stewart. Great first half. Another play action. Dumps it off to Calvin Williams this time. Williams can't get far or any yards after the catch, but does haul it in, gaining 3. 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Lambeau Field is getting cold right now as Edgerrin James takes that reception 5 yards. 3rd and 2. Third and 2, 16-yard line. Drop back pass. Steps up to run it. And he hits his tight end who drops the ball. Great tackle by Deshae Townsend. Knocking the ball loose. And the Rams get ready to go for it. It's 4-down territory. You can't win with just field goals in the playoffs. What they're thinking is they hand it off on a run to Emmitt Smith, who trucks a defender right in the middle. Plowing forward and gets the touchdown. Oh, my gosh. He crossed the plane. They didn't give it to him. Are they going to challenge it? Look at this truck. In the meantime, oh my gosh, and he dragging defenders. Damn. Schwartz got destroyed. I swear he got that touchdown, but they marked him short. And a 2-minute warning doesn't help, so they can't challenge it. 4-down territory. Analytics told them to go for it, and they did exactly that. This time, they have Emmitt Smith. Let's try to hand it off to him again, get him the touchdown he deserves. Packers look like they're only rushing 3. They do send somebody, and they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. Linebacker, not the one that got trucked right there. Prevents Emmitt Smith from staying hot with that tackle for loss as he loses his X-Factor ability. Packers decide to call timeout. Probably could have saved that timeout. I don't think the Rams were thinking of chewing any clock on that offensive possession. Single back formation. Emmitt Smith back in the backfield. They do get ready to pass it. Tim Dwight is wide open, but he dumps it off to Herman Moore, getting him his 2nd touchdown of the day. Got the first one on an out route. This one on a curl. Just sitting there with the DB right behind him. Tried to swat it away, but wasn't enough. Chris McAllister. That was their rookie cornerback they picked up in the draft in the 1999 draft class. Another 14-point lead for the Rams after that touchdown. Rams kicking it off to the Packers. Michael Bates returning this one as he splices up the middle on the left side of the hash, I should say. Get it to the 33-yard line. 8 completions, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Guess what that one missed completion was? An interception. So far, he's doing great with about 93% on passing in this Packers offense today as they hand it off to Terrell Davis, who gets popped by Eric Swan, immediately losing 2. Drop back pass for Brett Favre, launching it, has a receiver, but a holding penalty is going to bring it back. That holding penalty is going to bring him back 10 yards. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Launches it up to the receiver. Tim Brown gains 12 of that reception yardage back. 3rd and 10. Launches it, has a receiver, but is swatted out. It's tight end Antonio Freeman. Ball gets swatted away, giving the Rams 1 minute and 19 seconds with 3 timeouts left on the possession. They end up scoring on this drive. This might be lights out for the Rams. Or lights out for the Packers, I should say. As they punt it off. Sky punt. Goes back farther and get extra. Moving it to the 25-yard line. Takes off 7 seconds on the clock with that high kick. Rams have 100% red zone efficiency today. Every single time they've been there, they scored. That's why they're already up 14 points with 21 on the board. Drop back pass, Cordell looking. A one-handed catch by Herman Moore. A great reception hauled in by the veteran receiver for the Rams. This 13-4 team is fighting hard. Taking down jumping up quickly on his #1 seeded team as Edgerrin James gets the carry, tackle down for no gain. Rams getting ready to go for it. There's Packers sending a 4-man rush. Have a receiver and it's picked off. As the Shea Townsend comes away with the interception. Cordell must have felt pressure and threw it off. Chris McAllister comes away with the interception. Look at this pass. Threw it. Herman Moore, it was an overthrow. And Deshae was right behind him. Sorry, Chris was right behind him for the interception. Thanks to that interception, we'll get the Packers right back in field goal territory as they are right now. Getting closer to scoring. And he throws a pick right back to Peter Boulware. Peter Boulware hauls an interception himself from quarterback Brett Favre. They're just handing off picks left and right. It's a charity game. The defense is coming away with turnovers. The other day we saw 4 fumbles in a game. We've already had 3 interceptions in this game. Great interception for linebacker Peter Boulware. Just when the Rams thought that they had a terrible turnover, Lady Luck gives them another chance to get ready to roll the dice on a touchdown. Play action pass. Cordell looking upfield. Great Wall of St. Louis is holding up for him, so he has to run it. He slides as they call timeout. They're in field goal range now. 21-7 is the score with 28 seconds left on the clock. See what the Rams could do as Edgerrin James is the receiving back in the backfield. He can't throw it to him, but he decides to run it again. And the linebacker has to jump over him before getting an unnecessary roughness tackle. Timeout by the Rams, using their last timeout. See what they can do. They have Emmitt Smith back in the backfield. Tim DeWhite on the left. Looking upfield. Cordell decides to run it for the 3rd time and throws it away before getting sacked. So 3-man rush from the Packers as they look to drop 8 and try to get a turnover again. At least prevent some points getting put on them. Throws it. And number 38 was Hawking again, trying to get his 2nd interception was Chris McAllister. As they try to swat it and they get it, they do get it off with just 2 seconds left on the clock. Get ready for kickoff. 4th and 9, and the kickoff is good as that brings us into halftime. Let's get ready for the halftime report. 17-point lead for the St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams jumped out quickly on his number 1 seeded team. The number 5 seeded team is up with 17 at 24-7. Check out this highlight from Deion Sanders, who's juking defenders on kickoff. And then an interception, the first interception of the day for Brett Favre, as he threw one to Ray Farmer. He also threw another one to Peter Boulware. On a rushing end, 60 yards from Edgerrin James, 2 yards for Terrell Davis. They need to get him active if they want to try to win. Brett Favre has 103 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Cordell Stewart, 136, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Michael Bates fielding the kick return. Running slowly, try to get his block to step up, but a block still was not picked up. Getting tackled at the 26-yard line. As we get ready for offense, Brett Favre coming out, trying to take his time, looking upfield, dumps it across the middle. Tim Brown catches it. It's a good thing to have a reliable receiver, someone like Tim Brown. They'll keep you at bay. 2nd and 3, overshoots his receiver. 3rd and 3, 33-yard line. Rams sending pressure. Looks like it's a 6-man rush from the Rams. They only send 5. Quick dump off over the middle. Michael Bates gets open. Every time they blitz someone, Michael Bates is right there to catch it. Get aggressive and pay for it on the back end. Got to be careful. One of those pressures might get there. Brett Favre knows how to dice it up as he looks. Has a receiver across the middle, Hines Ward, who drops it after getting popped by Rodney Harrison. Met across the middle. So this is 1999, the year where a lot of excitingness happened, as well as the merger in NFL, as they dumps it off quickly to Hines Ward, who fumbles it. Oh my gosh. He got sent flying. So the third turnover today for the Packers, as Deion Sanders comes up with the fumble recovery. Hines Ward, sophomore wide receiver, got popped. And that ball might be coming back if the ground was what caused that fumble. And it looks like the ground did cause the fumble. To see if the New York decides to overturn it. New York does not overturn it. Rams get to keep the ball. And another score right here is lights out for the Packers in Green Bay Field. As Emmitt Smith gets the ball, gets popped himself. Tony Parrish, safety, is angry and mad that they're getting did dirty in their home stadium. Drop back pass for Cordell. Pressure, gets to him. Sack by Trevor Price. Defensive end comes by and sacks Cordell Stewart for a loss. Hines Ward fumbled, and it definitely didn't help this Packers team. Let's see if this defense can stop them on this 3rd and 14 as they send 4. The pressure gets there. Great defensive coverage. Chad Brown came through on that rush right there, causing a turnover on down. So a punt for the Packers as they get ready to receive their first one, and actually the first punt of the day. This was taken by Tim Brown. Rushes on the left side of the field, stiff arming the defender. Get it to the 37-yard line. 3 turnovers today, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. This offense is hurting themselves. See what they could do is Brett Favre gonna command this offense against this 6-man rush right here from the Packers defense. Peter Boulware hovering right there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Gains 7 on the reception. Dumps it across the middle again. This time, Antonio Freeman hauls it in. AGW is going in, chat. Woo. Y'all see Edgerrin James on the offense. I see you in the chat, guys, on YouTube. As they drop back for a pass, looking up the field, has a receiver, but Tim Brown can't haul it in after getting knocked in the back.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking up the field again, hits up Tim Brown. Reliable receiver.
That's good. For Packers.
First and 10, 31-yard line. Quick pass. Hines Ward hauls this one in and doesn't fumble after getting popped where the ball was. Great catch for the receiver. 2nd and 3. 24-yard line. Rush up the middle from Tim Brown. Falls forward. 3rd and 1. And a false start for the Packers offense. Gonna move them back. 3rd and 6 from the 27-yard line after that jump. Losing 5 yards on the play. Empty formation. A pancake block down the middle. And Hines Ward can't haul onto it. Hines Ward is hurting them today. The hands just aren't there. As Rodney Harrison knocks that ball loose. Great defensive coverage for the Rams defense. This PAT, as long as it's good, it's gonna drop it down to a 14-point lead for the Rams. So the false start hurts the Packers, and then Hines Ward not in it today. Got his head out of the game. As this one is taken by Edgerrin James. This might be exciting on this run as he cuts upfield. Look at that elusiveness and change of direction on his running back. So Cordell, after turning the ball over for the first time and having to punt it on the last drive, Rams get ready to take the field. 1st and 10 from 39 after a great kick return from rookie running back Edgerrin James. Emmitt Smith in the background. Hand off to Emmitt as he trucks the first defender but gets smacked by backup. He felt that one. Put all his force into trucking the first defender but wasn't seeing that safety fly through. Who hit him? Drop back pass. Screen. Emmitt Smith got all the yardage. Trucking the defender falling forward before getting a shoulder. Number 58 must have threw that in because he got trucked and embarrassed earlier in the first quarter. Had to throw a shoulder in this one. Handoff again as he slices up the middle. Spinning around. Falling for 8 yards on a carry. 2nd and 2, 36-yard line. A score right here ices the game. Dumps it off to Herman Moore on the out route, who hauls it in easily. Soft coverage by cornerback Chris McAllister. His rookie cornerback is guarding his veteran. Don't know what to do. Edgerrin James gets the carry. 2nd and 3. No turnovers from this Packers defense. 2nd and 3, 25-yard line. Drop back from Cordell. Rush from the Packers. And a stop. It's going to bring us to the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And 8 minutes left to go in the game with the 14-point lead as the Rams. As we see another highlight from Dion. Embarrassing matchup. 3 turnovers is what's hurting this Packers. As Rams is taking the ball away. Have their eyes set on this first Lombardi. Looking to make that bracket from 0-2 to 1-2. As they got Herman Moore, wide receiver in the backfield, motioning Emmitt Smith out to receive the ball. Herman Moore has the block, and the ball gets popped up and almost picked off. That was almost a disaster. Second and 10, 20-yard line. Handoff to Emmitt Smith, cutting up the middle. Insane gash in the defense. Nothing they can do as Emmitt Smith gets ready to punch it in. Packers got to step the defense and the offense up as Brett Favre needs to stop getting so aggressive. 1st and goal, 6-yard line. Trips on the right side of the field. Looking to the right. Hits up his tight end, Mark Bruner. Number 34 was shadowing the receiver, but turned around just in time to stop the touchdown. Handoff. Edgerrin plowing forward, fighting. After getting hit stick, illegal block in the back is going to bring that back. You might as well decline that and make it 3rd and goal for the 2. Well, I guess you might as well take the 2nd and goal from the 10. Giving them more yardage to throw it. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock. Motioning tight end Mark Bruner to the left side. And 88, Harold Wallace gets free after the running back who peeled outside got the attention from the defensive player. And that out route was just wide open. Look at that. Great play calling from the Rams in their offense. They're clicking on all cylinders thanks to the help of the Great Wall of St. Louis. No pressure from the Packers is getting through. (31-10) is the score. They're looking, kicking the ball off Hines Ward, who has the fumble today. Doesn't do anything on kickoff. Instead gets tackled down at the 28-yard line. So after this beatdown for the Packers, they're looking to revamp as they initially had the 9th overall pick. Luckily, because they lost, they're going to have the 8th pick, which works wonders for them. They have another opportunity to get a good player sooner than later. As he almost throws another interception, Tim Brown. Brett Favre needs to take his time as he's rushing the pass down the field.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Dump it off. Terrell Davis can't break anything. Peter Bower, great open field tackle. Secure tackler right there from that linebacker. Fourth and 12 as it's just 4th down territory. Empty formation for the Packers as they're just trying. They need to just put up points. They don't have any time to just play passively. Launch it, get up the field, and that's swatted away by number 24, Ty Law. Great swat from Ty Law. That's Law. Hines Ward can't bring that one in. As the Rams get ready to head to their 3rd Super Bowl. Made it to the NFC Championships 4 years in a row. Traded away all their picks. They don't have any first-round draft picks until 2003. Their next 2nd-round draft pick is in 2002. A long ways from now, but it's looking like it's paying dividends for this team. They got all the offensive linemen they can get. 2nd and 5, 21-yard line, a motion to the left side. Hand off Emmitt Smith to screen, veteran running back. Getting up there in age, but still showing this rookie running back, Edgerrin James, how to run it. They get ready. 3rd and 7, motioning Mark Bruner to the left side. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left to play. Holding for the Rams offense, and a 1st down that's going to get called back, making it 3rd and 17 after that penalty. Alan Faneca gets caught on the hold. Pushing them back to the 34-yard line. Last time they held, they had to punt it. Let's see what happens this time. As he dumps it across the middle, and it's a 1st down. Herman Moore. Cordell Stewart dicing them up. Embarrassing this Packers defense in their home stadium. As quiet as we've heard Lambeau Field in a long time. Brett Favre is doing it to the fans. They are pissed. The veteran quarterback was supposed to promise them another Super Bowl this year. Instead, sending the cheeseheads home early with some cheese curds. As the cheese curds are on sale right now in the stands. As Emmitt Smith gets his 2nd touchdown, but is going to get called back because of a penalty. Just was told that in the stands you can get yourself cheese curds. Buy 2. Get 3 free. They're emptying out the booth, so might as well, as you head out the stadium early, stop by the concessions. Legal block in the back is going to make it 1st and goal from the 12-yard line instead of that touchdown. Oh, I'm hearing there's also free beers. Free beers with the cheese curds. As Emmitt Smith plows through 2 defenders. We're getting tackled. Beers and cheese curds. Go ahead and stack up on them. As Lambeau Field is trying to empty out everything that's going on in this stadium right now. Just unfortunate. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Emmitt Smith in the backfield. Handoff. He gets popped. They're decreasing his efficiency numbers. As every handoff in this territory that gets tackled for a loss or at the line decreases the numbers for Emmitt Smith today. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line, motioning out Mark Bruner, tight end. Drop back. Cordell gets sacked. Great sack from defensive tackle Trevor Price. Gets in number 2 to Cortez Kennedy. Max, the young quarterback. Fourth and goal from the 12-yard line. The PAT is good. 34-10 is the score. As the Rams just added on them, taking the Packers through there. It's like they say on the radio, take me through there, take me through there. Let's do it. They're doing it to him. Hines Ward takes the kick return, getting tackled down at the 29-yard line. Very unfortunate for the Packers, as they had a promising season and what fans thought would be the year. Definitely not the year. And up to Terrell Davis, getting another 2 yards on the carry attempt. Got shut down. Offense just became stale this year. This game, I should say. The screen pass gets knocked back. Eric Swan was all over it. No coverage. Got to get them some offensive linemen. I'll tell you what, the offensive line isn't helping either, as they got 3 weak spots in the middle of the offensive line. They didn't replace it. That nobody's blocking. Brett Favre has no time. You see, all they got is a left tackle and a right tackle. Other than that, the middle is weak. As we get ready to show the Steelers versus Jaguars today, we're going to say goodbye very shortly from the broadcasting team out here up north in Wisconsin. We're going to head down a little bit southeast to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. As they come out on the 4th and 2, throwing it to their tight end, Antonio Freeman, who gets the first down. He steps out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Packers need to worry about fixing this offensive line. I don't know if there's too many offensive linemen that they can grab in this draft, but there's some key people that they can snag. In the meantime, get ready to pack up the locker room as Michael Bates takes this reception. This is their MVP of the offense. I tell you what, 7 catches, 125 yards for Michael Bates. Solid wide receiver 3, very reliable for this team. Catches everything they need. Across the field, over the top, and right through the middle. 20 seconds left, and just 1 timeout. They look to put up a garbage time touchdown. Hopefully not a turnover. The ball is dropped. Looking for tight end Ben Coates. Rodney Harrison in coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Drops back, launches it, hits up tight end Antonio Freeman, who catches that ball for the Packers touchdown. So, trying to wipe off all the dookie that's going on with this Packers team. He looks like he's ready to hit the free agency after this year, or revamp it, get right back to it. Almost gets the defensive end to jump for it. Instead, they go for 2 and they miss it. Peter Bower, great tackle, stopping a running back from getting a first down. I mean, not the first down, getting the 2-point conversion. Look at this handoff. He almost had it. I thought he had it. But number 55 came flying. Right there. Twelve seconds left to play, as the Rams will just field this kick return and get ready to kneel it. Depending on who they face in the Super Bowl, hopefully not the Jaguars again, as that team snuck up on, ended their Super Bowl chances last time, but they make it back to their second, as we get to tune into the Steelers and Jacksonville Jaguars over in Acrisure Stadium. Say goodbye to Lambeau Field. Cheese curds, beer, all the above was half priced off in the last 7 minutes of the game. Fans, I hope you got yourselves a nice package before you went home. Harold Wallace caught 1 touchdown. Herman Moore has 2. Emmitt Smith had a touchdown as well and had another one taken back from him. But a great game from Cordell and a great game for the Rams defense, as they was catching the ball and interceptions all over the place. They get to go to the Super Bowl, as this is their 3rd Super Bowl in a row. That could be a thumbnail. Player stats. Just push the predictions. You're on Twitch and you voted for the Rams. The Rams have made it to their third Super Bowl in back-to-back years. Brett Favre had 23 completions on 33 attempts, 21 completions on 28 attempts, 75 completion percentage for Cordell, 69 for Brett Favre, as he had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Cordell had 3, 1 interception. 86 yards from Emmitt Smith, 23 from Edgerrin James. Cordell had 11. Terrell Davis had 6. Oh my gosh, everybody on the Rams had more rushing yards than the leading rusher. Was also the Offensive Player of the Year in 1996. Down year. The offensive line is just terrible out there in Green Bay. 125 yards for Michael Bates, 65 for Herman Moore. 7 catches for 125 yards, bro. Insane. Wally Williams, Alan Faneca, Leon Searcy gave up sacks. Peter Boulware leading with tackles, 9, 8 from Chad Scott, Miles Rouser 7, Tony Parrish 7, Chris McAllister 1. On the interceptions. That's it from Lambeau Field as we look to the AFC Championship. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars getting the predictions set up. Saxonville taking on Donovan McNabb. All right. Ooh, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Look at that bracket. Right now, we got the Rams at the top, 0-2. They about to try to make it 1-2. As we look at the Jacksonville Jaguars team, we already know who they got. Steve McNair boosted up to a 94 overall. Barry Sanders, running back 1. Ricky Williams at running back 2. This is your rookie running back. Michael Pittman is running back 3 on the depth chart. Randy Moss at wide receiver. Joe Juravicious, wide receiver 3. Isaac Bruce, wide receiver 2. And Mitchell Robinson, wide receiver 4. Good gosh. Itua Millie, tight end 1. John Reynolds, John Michaels, Jeff Hardings, Damian Woody, Jonathan Ogden on the offensive line. Darren Sharper, Bobby Taylor, Marcus Pope, Eddie Bruschi, Jeremiah Trotter, John Mobley, Jeremiah Woods, Rondé Barber, Hugh Douglas, Warren Sapp, Anthony McFarland, Booger McFarland, Ron Porcher, and Aeneas Williams. That's the defense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Barry Sanders, Randy Moss on kick return, Barry on punt return, and Adam Vinatieri at kicker. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? Let's see. Let me upload Nightbot. Let me log in on Nightbot. Make sure Nightbot is active. Nightbot is online. All right, Nightbot is active. Had to just make sure. Zero. All right, let's check out this team. STL lit, man. Y'all deserve it. Donovan McNabb is the quarterback for this is rookie Donovan McNabb, quarterback for the Steelers. Ricky Waters is a running back, and Priest Holmes. Ricky is a crazy hard carrying running back. I'm excited to see what he does against his Jaguars defense. Chris Carter, wide receiver 1, Eddie Kennison, wide receiver 3, Terry Glenn, wide receiver 2, Frank Whitecheck is a tight end, Orlando Brown, Harold Smothers, Walter Jones on the offensive line, Steve Atwater, free safety, Chris Claiborne at will linebacker, Mike Perry, Mike Bryant Pop at Sam. Ron Rice is the strong safety, Sam Madison at wide receiver at cornerback 2, Alonzo Spellman, Roy Maryland, Pat Williams, Jason Peter, Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson will be covering Randy Moss, it looks like, in this game. The rest of the team will be shadowing Isaac Bruce and Hope. Terry Glenn and Priest Holmes is returning kicks. I think I want to see and Charles Woodson will be returning kicks as well. All right. Let's see. These are the unis. Predictions are being posted in the chat. Vote on which team you think is going to make it. As we get ready for kickoff. As we approach the Super Bowl, we know the winners of the NFC Championship. And here in Acrisure Stadium, the AFC team winner will be featured in the 1999 Super Bowl. Jacksonville Jaguars looking to make it back for a repeat. Steelers looking to make it to their first Super Bowl as Snoop Dogg is coming out and welcoming rookie cornerback Donovan McNabb. Steelers wearing their 1967 throwback home uniforms. Walter Jones is excited and jumping across the stadium as the Jaguars looking to make it back. Coach Doc getting his 14-3 record team ready as Coach Foles is coming out, showing that we're not the #1 seed for no reason. We're meant to be here. Which team will be featured in the Super Bowl? We're about to find out after 4 quarters of any given weekday football starting now. Predictions are up in the chat. Steelers kicking it off to the Jaguars as Randy Moss fields this kick return. He gets the ball, juking one defender, gets to the outside at the 30-yard line. Steve McNair, 3,700 yards on the year, 32 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. As they come out on offense first. Play action to Barry, dumps it off to wide receiver Joe Juravicius, who gets tackled for a loss by Sam Madison. Loss of a yard on the first play. As a quick screen pass to Randy Moss. Gains 3 yards on the reception. Drop back pass, looking, has a receiver and it's swatted away. Great defensive coverage by cornerback Sam Madison right there. As it's a 3 and out early for the Jaguars. They get ready to punt it off. This punter sends it sky high. And a great tackle from Aeneas Williams. What a great punt. That's why you invest in punters. Look at that. As he flipped the side of the field, Donovan McNabb, rookie quarterback. Didn't get rookie of the year because Torrey Hope for the San Francisco 49ers had an amazing record-breaking year as a receiver, offensive player, and rookie of the year. But he did have a great one on his end. Tackle for a 1-yard gain. There's Ricky Waters right there as Priest Holmes is the running back in the backfield right here. Looking on the left side of the field. Ended up tight end Frank Wycheck. He gains 5 on the reception. Third and 4, 23-yard line. Pressure, getting to Donovan. He has to throw it away. So a punt from both teams on the first drive as Booger McFarland gets there. And they get ready to come out on punt safe. See if Barry Sanders can take this ball. As that one is punted short. And almost, they called Oski, but he didn't get away as it hits Aeneas Williams in the shoulder. It was almost a whiffed punt. You guys can put predictions on which team you think is going to win. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Steve McNair throws a quick screen pass again to Randy Moss, who catches it. 2nd and 4, 47-yard line. Time handoff on the outside zone. Barry cuts over, gets the block he needs, trucks one defender, and he's racing away. 53 yards and a touchdown for Barry Sanders. Immediately got the outside zone, and it was sayonara from there. Bursting and exploding on Steve Atwater right there, getting that touchdown. Barry exploded for that touchdown. Crazy. As Steelers get ready to return it, there's Charles Woodson on the return as he cuts up to the 31-yard line. Donovan McNabb looking to shake off those jitters from his rookie season on that first drive of his first AFC championship. Everything has the first into it. They double off to Ricky Waters. Ricky breaks past one defender. And I told you, him in open field is insane as Ricky running Waters runs through everything. Feeds off contact.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another pass as this receiver Terry Glenn brings it in before getting tackled by Jeremiah Trotter. 3rd and 2. Looking upfield. Only needs 3 yards. And he gets it. Hauled in by Terry Glenn. Wide receiver 2 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Donovan McNabb extended the play with his legs. Going on a run. First and 10 for the 47-yard line. See, I'm excited right now as we're here in Acrisure Stadium. I want to see who's going to be the team to face off against the Rams and potentially stop them, as this is likely their Super Bowl. 1999 might be their year. As you look at the banners at the top for the teams with the Super Bowl, Steelers have none. Jaguars have 1. Priest Holmes catches the screen. Great open field tackle. Open field blocking, I should say. The running back didn't go too far. We're getting covered by a bunch of Jaguars defenders. That pancake block was there. First and 10. Looking. Great block for veteran receiver Chris Carter. He's still playing. 33 years old for him. Dump it off to a backup receiver, Eddie Kennison. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. Quick screen pass, and that one was almost picked off. Bobby Taylor was all over it.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 23.
Second and 10, 23-yard line. Third and 3, 17-yard line after that reception was hauled in.
Brings up third and 3.
Looking upfield. And a great catch in traffic, as he had Aeneas Williams and Jeremiah Trotter on him, but still hauled it in. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Dang. He got tagged immediately. First and goal from the 4-yard line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that brings us to the end of the quarter. Just 8 minutes left. 7-0 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Steelers trailing by 1 touchdown as we enter the beginning of the second quarter. At the 4-yard line, drop back pass, has the receiver wide open on a slant route. Harry Glenn gets a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers by quarterback Donovan McNabb. And that's going to be a 7-all game for the Steelers and Jaguars. Took them 4 minutes and 57 minutes on 12 plays to move the ball up 58 yards on that play. On that drive. As the Jaguars get ready to field the kick return, they hand it off. Barry taking this one. Tries to break past the first defender, but falls down at the 30-yard line. So Steve McNair holding his head high after scoring that last touchdown on the last drive with Barry Sanders. See what he can do this time as they come out of shotgun formation, trips on the left side of the field. Big receiver Joe Juravicious. They dumps it off to their slot. Isaac Bruce, who hauls it in. Moving it 7 yards. Talk about Sam Madison. Look at the top of the field. You got Charles Woodson covering Joe. The Barry cuts upfield for a first down. Randy Moss and Isaac Bruce at the bottom left of the screen. Isaac Bruce motions right. Fake jet screen and a tackle for loss by Steve Atwater. Great tackle. Getting payback on Barry Sanders for trucking him earlier.
Brings up second and 12 at the
2nd and 12, 39-yard line. Joe motioning right. Shotgun formation, dumps it off to the wide receiver. He gains 5 on the reception. 3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line. As they have trips on the left side of the field, a bunch of motion through the middle. Gets up Isaac Bruce, but he can't fight forward. Getting that first down. Gets tackled for a loss. That Steelers pressure was getting there. As they have a great punter. Let's see where he just puts this one to. Bends it. He gets ready to bounce. That falls through the back of the end zone. So 1st and 10 for the 20 after a great defensive stop. Terry Glenn, 3 catches on 4 targets, 14 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. 1st and 10 for the 20-yard line. Drop back pass. Hits up his tight end Frank Wycheck. Tackled by Rondé Barber in open field. Another handoff. Ricky Waters gets popped. Ron Porcher right there coming through on the edge. 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Looking on a motion, a shadow motion. It's Terry Glenn as he cuts back on the left side. And the receiver catches it, but a illegal block on the back. Holding is going to bring that back. That would have been a first down if it was a legal block in the back, but instead it's 3rd and 17. What the heck? Oh, they declined it and make them punt it. They should have just went for it. It's 4th and inches. You tell me you can't get a QB sneak? There's another short punt from the Steelers. Gotta invest in your punters, guys. You're giving the teams field position. Steve McNair coming out on field. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Handed off to Barry Sanders, who cuts upfield. On the outside, tackled by Charles Woodson in open field. Great tackle from the rookie cornerback. He got the Heisman Trophy last year. Heisman winner from Charles Woodson. And they throw it to their tight end, Tua Millie. Millie gets close to the first down marker. Slot receivers trying to alert the quarterback that they're blitzing from the outside. It is not picked up as he throws in the middle, but a great catch. Showing some hands is 6'4", wide receiver 3, Joe Juravicious. Look at this catch. Good gosh, over Steve Atwater. Vicious hands from Juravicious. Quick screen pass. Hits up Tua Millie, the tight end, who races forward. Gaining 12 on the reception. First and 10, 16-yard line. Drop back pass. Looking. Isaac Bruce catches it, breaks the tackle, runs upfield, has the touchdown for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval finds himself back in the end zone. Getting ready to prepare for a Super Bowl run if they can finish up this game with plays like that. Look at that. Breaks the tackle on Charles Woodson. Runs forward, runs it in for a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point. The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Steelers 7.
As they get ready to kick it off, Steelers returning it is Terry Glenn. Terry Glenn gets the ball, puts a move on one defender, but tackled by another at the 27-yard line. Donovan McNabb taking the field, trailing by just 1 touchdown. Rookie is commanding a great game. He can get themselves within scoring range, or at least a field goal right here. Be just enough as a penalty late from the Steelers offensive line. A holding penalty. Very undisciplined. won't be able to move the ball far if you keep getting late penalties like this, especially after the ball is gone. Looking, finds Chris Carter. Veteran receiver Chris Carter takes that one for 7 yards on the reception. Second and 13, 24-yard line. Looking, finds a receiver again, Chris Carter, who cuts upfield. Moving the chains after an 11-yard grab. Third and 2. Looking, decides to run for it. Donovan McNabb plowing through a couple defenders, getting the first down and more. That is a big, heavy quarterback, 250 pounds for the rookie. As he throws this one, and it was caught, but it got knocked out by Rondé Barber. Great stop from the cornerback. Kiki Barber looks like he's going to face his brother in the Super Bowl again. He came victorious with the win last time. Let's see what happens in his next matchup. Third and 10, 42-yard line. Looking, feeling pressure from the Jaguars defense. Saxonville get to him. John Mobley. And they call timeout. Got to put more points on the board. 1 minute and 2 is what's left in the fourth quarter, as Jacksonville has 2 timeouts remaining. And another decent punt. So Jaguars get the ball at the 39-yard line after a bad punt for the Steelers. Steelers showing 5 on the defensive line. Trips right in the shotgun formation for the Jaguars offense as they motion their tight end back outside on the right. Play actions. Only drop 3 in coverage, or 3 on pressure, 8 in coverage, and the ball is swatted away from Randy Moss. Another drop back pass, rushing 3. It's a Barry Sanders who falls forward, gaining 7. Third and 3 from the 47-yard line. 30 seconds left on the clock. Looking upfield. Hits up his receiver in traffic. That was a risky throw. Should have been picked off. But Joe Juravich's secure hands catches it. Warps to the ball, literally. Looks fake. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the offensive line right there for the defense, and they only rushed 3. They showed 5, but only rushed 3, and the ball hits Randy Moss. A rare drop. Hits him right in the hands, and he drops it. Randy Moss dropped the ball. Second and 10, 20-yard line, dumps it off the middle. Joe, the reliable wide receiver 3, catches it in traffic. Throwing that in territories where the Rams defenders may pick it off, as this one goes down to just two seconds left on the clock before they call timeout. First and 10, 21-yard line. Kick by Adam Vinatieri is good. So that brings us to halftime. As we look forward, looking like the Jaguars may have their eyes set on a Super Bowl, but Donovan McNabb is not giving up. Still only trailing by 10 points. Look at this halftime report as Ricky Waters trucks Aeneas Williams. And also, Barry Sanders bursting for a 47-yard rushing touchdown. Joe Juravich's is the leading receiver. Randy Moss only has 9 yards on 2 catches. Chris Carter, 25. Priest Holmes, 15 yards. Barry Sanders, 59. Donovan McNabb, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Steve McNair, 113, 1 touchdown. No interceptions from either quarterback, as Charles Wilson takes this ball on a kick return down to the 26-yard line. So Coach Foles coaching up his team right now. They have penalized themselves in very bad areas, hurting them from getting first downs. See if they can step it up. Just 88 yards passing for the rookie quarterback in this game. Hand it off to Ricky. Ricky can't break through. We're getting caught by Jeremiah Trotter. John Mobley and Teddy Bruschi. Bruschi is not on the field right now. He's over in nickel coverage. Darren Sharper gets his tackle broken. But Ricky Waters gets tackled and reached for the yard. 3rd and 3. Trips on the right side out of shotgun formation. Teddy Bruschi gets sent on a blitz. Dumps it off in the middle. It's Chris Carter on the reception. All in right over cornerback number 26. First and 10 from the 48. Yard line. Commanding the offense is Donovan McNabb. He senses the blitz from the Jaguars and dumps it off right in an open zone. Finding his receiver, getting close to the first down marker, gaining 9 on the catch. Another pass as this one is in traffic, but it's still hauled in by Terry Glenn. Sure hands as they try to do a pick route, which doesn't get called by the referees. The 1st and 10 for the 41-yard line. McNabb motions his receiver to the left. Play actions it. Dumps it across the middle and it's picked off. Picked off by Jeremiah Woods. Woods finds himself the ball as that one was locked slowly in the middle of the field. And the Jaguars take advantage, giving the ball back to this explosive offense. Look at that. He was right there lurking as he tried to hit up Chris Carter. Rookie got to watch those eyes. That was a great defensive play from the Jaguars defense as they finishing usually on the season they're at a 67% in the red zone. This year they're only at 50, or this game I should say they're only at 50%, way below their league average. See how they can finish it as they hand it off to Barry. Barry putting upfield, trucking one defender. Good gosh, look at that. Kept his feet moving and exploded right past the defender. They hand off the ball to Isaac Bruce on a jet screen. A jet pass. Tackle for loss by number 90 on a Steelers defense. So Steve Atwater might be blitzing here. Steve McNair senses it, picks it up, and the ball gets knocked out before a penalty on a Jaguars offense. Jerry Reynolds gets called for a hold as the Steelers to decline it respectfully, get ready to get the ball back. Don't give them any chances. As this punt goes back again. Great. Hitting them at the 20-yard line after that touchback. First and 10 from the 20. Donovan McNabb out of empty formation. Runs a QB power as he slides forward, diving forward, gains 8 yards. He's very slow, but he's big and can run it. 2nd and 2, 28-yard line. Dumps it off, hits a receiver, running back who steps out of the field. Priest Holmes bursts upfield, gaining 22 yards. Getting the first down, moving closer to midfield. They hand off to Ricky Waters. Ricky has an open field. Plows forward. Gains another 21 yards. First on a halfback pass out of the backfield. And then this time the running back Ricky Waters runs in for 21. The RB's running, moving the chains. Priest Holmes back in the backfield. Chris Carter in the slot on the left. Dumps it off to the right. Wide receiver number 86. Innocent. Looking to the right side again. Frank Wycheck gets smacked by Darren Sharper. Still falls forward. Gets the first down. Red zone territory for the Steelers. After trailing by 10, let's see what they can put on the board. Dumps it off on the left side. Terry Glenn got the first touchdown. First and goal from the 2-yard line. I formation for the Steelers. Ricky Waters handed off to the fullback. Fullback gets tackled. And sorry about that, fellas. Got a broadcasting issue right now as we get ready to fix the broadcasting problem. Let's get the game back up. Hey guys, I need you guys to get your stuff together out there in the broadcasting booth. Can't have the stream dying mid-game. Fans won't appreciate that. Take care of yourselves, chat. As we get the stream back up, second and goal from the 2-yard line. 49 seconds left on the clock. Steve McNair. Oh, Donovan McNabb throws it. Woo! Almost throws a pick. That ball goes haywire. Got tackled. So they come out of empty formation. Jaguars look like they're in man coverage underneath, so this might be a free touchdown. As it is, usually when it's man coverage in the red zone, you know that's a touchdown coming by. They ran man blitz under the end. Mid blitz. Terry Glenn comes away with the second touchdown of the day. It's almost picked off. Jeremiah Trotter was trying to follow the running back instead of swatting the ball. So a 3-point lead for the Jaguars after this PAT is made. 17-14. Return, Randy Moss. Randy Moss jukes the defender. Tackle down at the 29-yard line. Isaac Bruce hands the jet screen again. Gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 91. Has a neck pad and a guardian cap. A neck brace and a guardian cap in 1999. What an equipment tire. As Steve McNair throws a pick. Oh my gosh. Throws it off to the safety, granting them another chance as Donovan McNabb gets ready to score again. Steve McNair threw it looking for Randy Moss. Number 21 was sitting right up underneath. And the Steelers get the ball in great territory.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
As that is the end of the third quarter, Steve McNair was looking for Randy Moss. Threw an interception right to the cornerback. They're trying to show Donovan McNabb's interception to Jeremiah Woods. Doesn't equate the same when you throw it late in the game. These turnovers hurt you. You cannot throw these in the playoffs. As we flip the side of the field, McNabb, second and 11 from the 37-yard line. Drop back pass. Dumps it off to Priest Holmes, who only gains 2 on the reception. They are in field goal territory as they come out in an empty formation. 4 wide receivers on the left side of the screen. Looking, one receiver blocks. He throws a pin. Oh my gosh. He was looking for Chris Carter, but underthrew it. Jerome Woods has a second interception of the day. Oh my gosh. What an interception. He caught it and slid as it went shallow. And Steve McNair just got saved. But first and 10 for the 12-yard line. Launching it upfield. Randy Moss. Moss is the defender. Almost broke away if it wasn't for number 22.
Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 32. And the Jaguars first down.
First and 10. Steve McNair decides to motion into empty. He feels that this is Steelers defense. They're not sending no pressure. They do send 5. Throws it backside and a great swat from number 21 who got the interception earlier. What a game, chat. It's a second and 10. Looking upfield, hits up his tight end who catches it, holds onto it.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jaguars first and 10 from the 45. Dumps it off to Joe Juravicius again. Wide receiver 3 on the depth chart.
To number 83. A 7-yard
Second and 3.
brings up second and 3.
They start IDing the Mike defender, trying to stop the blitzers who coming through. They're showing 5 pressure. They're sticking to showing 5. Rush forward this time. Dumps it off underneath. First and 10 after that nice reception from 83. 5 minutes, 19 seconds left on the clock. A 3-point lead from the Jaguars. Hand off to Barry. They kind of went away from Barry for a while. He gets this run again. Second and 1 from the 21-yard line. Fouls forward for 9 yards. And you know, in a single back formation with a tight end on the right, that might be a handoff to Barry as it is. And he can't get the first down. Got met right at the line of scrimmage by number 50.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The 3rd and 1. I formation. Is it a sneak deke or is this a handoff? It is a sneak deke, and it's good as Steve McNair gets it.
Jaguars first down.
First and 10 for the 19-yard line.
First down, Jaguars.
Trips on the left side of the field. Drop back pass. Steve McNair looking. Hits up Randy Moss. Tackled down by number 22, Sam Madison. Second and 8. 18-yard line. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left on the clock. Pressure comes through. He has to throw it away. Charles Woodson had an opportunity for the pick right there. Luckily, it wasn't intentional grounding for some reason. Ball gets thrown out of the end zone. Joe can't hold on to it. But that's going to be a field goal for Adam Vinatieri. As long as it isn't blocked. The Steelers still trail by 1 touchdown, which is very realistic to come across. So a blowout in the NFC Championship and a close game in the AFC. As the AFC usually have to fight hard for their wins. NFC is usually a toddler whooping. As Terry Glenn gets this one, moving it to the 31-yard line. See Donovan McNabb on his, looks likely his last drive of his rookie season, unless he can score. Let's see what happens. Come out in a single back formation. Might run it with Ricky just to test the waters. They do. Ricky plows breaking forward. Gets a first down and more, gaining 16. Testing the waters with Ricky Waters, and it worked well. Give him the ball again. As the pressure gets through and a fumble. As the lineman picks it up and gets ready to try to take it up for more yards. Losing 4. Thankfully it wasn't 18. So that lineman picked it up and ran for at least a couple more. Rondé Barber. Booger McFarland got that fumble. Second and 14. Trips on the left side. Looking. Finds Chris Carter. Chris Carter gains just 4 on the reception. Tackled by Bobby Taylor. Drop back pass. Dumps it off to the wide receiver 3, who races forward for the first down. Has all the urgency, exactly what you need from your receiver. First and 10, jump back on a screen pass as he jukes one defender. Rondé Barber got juked, but Darren Sharper made him pay for it. First and 10. Ricky tried to run this one. As they're moving forward, etching their way forward to red zone territory. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. All they need is one touchdown to flip the score. Looking, dumps it off in the middle, Frank Wycheck. Wycheck gets the ball into red zone territory, so they use their timeout. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock. Dumps off. Ricky. Oh, shoot. I don't even know who caught that ball. Oh, my God. It's Chris Carter. Catches it. Ricky Waters runs it. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
9-yard line. Donovan McNabb. 27 seconds left on the clock. Looking. Dumps it off. Hits a receiver. He steps out of bounds. The Steelers might be headed to the Super Bowl. Goal line defense. Who has it? Hand up, and it's in. Priest Holmes scores. Priest Holmes scores and likely sends the Steelers to the Super Bowl. The Steelers might have punched their ticket in, as they have a 21-20 lead over the Jaguars with just 20 seconds left. But it's not over yet, chat. It's not over yet. I hate to say it. A kick return, a lob up to Randy Moss. One of those. The game is over. As Randy Moss takes his kick return. Tackle down to the 21-yard line. That doesn't help them, as they now only have 16 seconds left. Looking, and he throws a big. Steve Atwater ices the game. The Steelers have made it to the Super Bowl. Steelers are in the 1999 Super Bowl, thanks to the help of Priest Holmes and Steve Atwater. What a game. Great job from the Steel Curtains. You just punched your ticket to the 1999 Super Bowl, where you will face the St. Louis Rams.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
As Ricky Waters run this one in, getting ready to hit home.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that's how you call game. Steelers defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars, ending their chances and hopes at a back-to-back. Pittsburgh move on to their first Super Bowl, looking to add one in a column. One is going to get added either way it goes. hopefully in their favor as they face the St. Louis Rams. Might be the Rams' year. Traded away all their picks just for this, as Barry Sanders bursted away for a rushing touchdown. Wasn't enough. Instead, Donovan McNabb, the rookie quarterback, gets to his first Super Bowl and faces the St. Louis Rams. Pittsburgh in the steel curtain, thanks to the help of Snoop Dogg walking them out earlier today. Terrible Towels going crazy as they get a win. Dang, this dude was catching everything, bro. He had one catch earlier in the game. What was it? Oh. That's its cuff line. That's tough. Let's see. East Holmes touchdown. Dang, that's crazy, bro. Steelers made it to the Super Bowl. 29-36, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on 229 completions. 18 completions on 27 attempts for Steve McNair. 66 completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. 71 rushing yards, 69 rushing yards for Ricky Waters, 15 for Donovan. Joe, 69, Eddie, 58. Chris Carter, 49. 13 total tackles for Jeremiah. Rondé Barber, 10, 9. Dang, we had all the tackles. 1 sack for Booger, 1 sack for John Mobley, 2 interceptions, 1. That's it from the game. As we say goodbye here for any given weekday. Next time we stream will be the Super Bowl. Stay on the lookout. Let's advance the week. That is it from us today. Advance just so you can see the Super Bowl graphic. That's it right there. And that is your Super Bowl roster. Well, y'all have a good night. Be great. Peace out.